Hi, I'm Catrina Demonteverde with IdeateTV, and I have Steve Lieber here. He's a comic book illustrator, and thank you so much for taking time out to talk to us today.
My pleasure, Catrina. Thank you.
Wonderful. So I'd love to know, how did you get started, and what inspired you to do what you do today?
I was an obsessive comics reader when I was a kid. The Sunday Funnies, Mad Magazine, comic books at flea markets. Anywhere I could get them, would be great.
And how old were you when you started off, being a comic book fan?
Oh, probably about 5 years old. My father had found a comic book at a flea market and brought it home, and I went through the comic with a ballpoint pen and traced every single figure.
I love that. And then so that's how you got started.
Yeah.
And then did you take any professional lessons or anything, or did it just come naturally after that?
I took some classes at a place called the Joe Kubert School, a trade school for cartoonists. But mostly it was just 10, 15 years of being an obsessive kid, sketching in my notebooks.
That's so great. So what is one of your most notable work? I know that one of your works was actually transformed into a movie with Kate Beckinsale, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this book right here, Whiteout. It's a wonderful story written by Greg Rucka, a fantastic comics writer who I was lucky enough to collaborate with. And it was a lot of fun both telling the story and learning how the sausage gets made and watching it be made into a movie.
Did you get to go on the set or be an advisor, or since it's your work?
I visited the set, but mostly when they make a movie out of your comic, they sort of pay you to go away. And usually I have to go away for free, so that was fun.
But at least, in those moments, you're probably thinking about the next project that you're going to be doing.
Always, yeah.
What are you working on currently?
Currently I'm doing a book called The Fix, which is a crime comedy set here in Los Angeles.
Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. It's about the two worst people in LA and the drug-sniffing beagle who could bring them down.
How did you come up with that concept?
Working with a writer named Nick Spencer, who lives here in Los Angeles and who's very funny. And we both found that we liked doing stories about terrible people, and so we decided to create a story about two of the worst.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So what would you say is your favorite part about being a comic book illustrator?
I love telling stories. I love that I get to draw a lot of pictures and tell stories by putting one picture next to another.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Catrina.
Thank you.